Hi, today I'm going to show you a way of how to release and escape from a wrist hold. If somebody's holding your wrist like this, you may feel in danger and want to escape. So the natural instinct is to yank it away. But if you're not strong enough, it's going to be very ineffective. You have one arm free and both legs free, so there's many ways you can hit them, but again, if you're not strong enough, they'll still be holding you and you'll be more in danger because now you've got them angry. So the technique I'm going to show you is a way of using leverage, and it involves moving towards them rather than pulling away. If you try moving your arm around, you find there's a lot of resistance. But one way you can move your arm easily is to bring your elbow forward. And you've got your body weight behind it. If you slide your front leg forward, it's very easy to bring the elbow forward. And the reason is that you're using your arm as a lever, where you're keeping the part that's being grabbed in the same place and moving the elbow forward. So this part is like a fulcrum of a lever, the pivot point. And the elbow being far away from the fulcrum acts as a lever because you can bring the elbow forward with very little effort, and it creates a lot of force on their grip. And then you can drop the elbow just as easy for the same reason. And now you've got them in a position where their elbow is bent and their wrist is bent, and that's what we call a gooseneck. It's in that position, see, a gooseneck position, and that's a lock. It's actually locked in that position, so that if I apply more force, I could use the other hand to help. Applying a bit more force, it creates a lot of pain on the wrist and gets them to release. Okay? So you bring the elbow forward and down, and then you push. You can use the other hand. If there's still a lot of resistance, what you can do is lift the elbow up, so using leverage as well here, you see, with the elbow, by moving the elbow. Okay, so it's like this and like that. Okay, so get used to that action. Bring the elbow forward and down, and then push and allow your body to move away if you want. Okay, it depends on their weight as well and how much strength they've got in their wrist and arms. A good way to practice this is to do it really slowly. You get your partner to hold it very, very tight, and then you move your arm, as I explained. But if you find there's a bit of resistance, maybe you're moving slightly wrong. So you change the angles a bit, and then you find which path is the easiest. Okay, so I'm trying to push now, find a bit of resistance. So I lift my elbow, and he let go. Now it looked as though he was not holding tight, but he was. Yeah, you're holding tight? Okay, really tight. Okay, so path of least resistance. There you go. So easy. And that's what you want to try and do. So this is how the technique will look like. Notice that I brought my leg forward so I get my weight behind the technique. And when you do it fast, it's even more effective. Your opponent may be very strong and you may need to weaken them. So what you can do is attack them before you do the maneuver. For example, with effective techniques like fingertip thrust to the eyes or windpipe, a front kick to the groin, elbow thrust to the face, or a side kick to the ribs. And this may distract them and help you make the maneuver much easier. And bear in mind, if you do release from the hold, they may chase you, and then you'll still be in danger. So one thing you can do is, having done the release, attack them to the knee with a pressing kick, and that should buy yourself some time to get away. So here's a few examples of different scenarios of using this technique. There are many other ways of releasing from a wrist hold, but I'll show you these in future videos. In the meantime, practice this basic but very effective technique. And try it on different people, because everyone's different. Some have stronger wrists, stronger fingers, stronger arms or legs, and some are heavier, lighter, some are taller, smaller, and some are more loose at the wrist. So you have to adapt the technique to suit their body type. And the more people you try it on, the more experience you'll get. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you can keep up to date with my latest releases. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.